Education reform in the United States is not for the faint-hearted.
The people who stay in the fight, the people who have the commitment, they are the ones who are going to win.
And the reason that all of us here at the School of Education do what we do is because nothing changes a life more in terms of long-term opportunity than what happens in education. In the last years of the 19th century, Johns Hopkins led a national effort to make medicine a research-based practice. Right now, the situation in education is not unlike that.
Johns Hopkins School of Education, even before it was a school of education, was intimately involved with milestone research ranging from the Coleman Report through Joan Finucci's early research on dyslexia.
We've had long-standing researchers who are excellent in their respective fields, but having sort of a school-wide approach has been more recent. As a cognitive neuroscientist, I spend a lot of my time trying to understand individual differences in skills, in learning.
And to put together a really outstanding content-rich curriculum based on the research has turned out to be enormously appealing because at every income level, our students do worse than their economic peers abroad. We here at Hopkins are researching the effective methods of remediating that national crisis. And we translate very dense research into language that policymakers can use.
And our goal is to create those independent scholars who can go out and be our ambassadors for change, to do the innovative research, and think about the importance of making the connection from basic science to application to have an impact on how we actually operate in the world.
The School of Education has worked over its history to have both a local imprint but a national and an international impact. And I get excited when I think about the School of Education training future school leaders.
When I was teaching in Baltimore City, I would notice there are holes in the wall or cracks on the floor. I mean, there are messages being delivered through these conditions. I had to do something about it. So as co-chair of the Baltimore Education Coalition, I was at the helm in a campaign to rebuild and reconstruct Baltimore City's school buildings. And what we did was we organized 3,000 people across the entire city, and we ended up campaigning together to gain $1 billion to rebuild public schools in Baltimore City for 85,000 kids.
Only 11% of underrepresented minorities enter college with an engineering major. So I think for me, long-term goals are always going to be focused on STEM education in the primary grades. And I actually use the SABIS curriculum created through the School of Education and the Whiting School of Engineering. I always kind of tell my kids that had I been exposed to engineering when I was their age, I think I would have been an engineer. Two of my kids stopped and looked at me and were like, "Yeah, Miss Garcia, but if you were an engineer, we wouldn't all be engineers."
The School of Education is also the operator of Henderson Hopkins, the first new school building in Baltimore City in 25 years. It's a groundbreaking model of a community school that has an early childhood program as well as a K-8 school with wraparound supports that were being built in for families.
So some of the work we've done that sets us apart is not necessarily coming from the traditional realm of education.
The average physician spends less than 10% of their time in direct patient care, and certain skills like the physical examination, history taking, and developing relationships with patients have been in decline. And so I decided to develop a curriculum, how to be more effective at the bedside. The Master of Education for the Health Professions is unique in the United States and probably in the world. It's a multidisciplinary program that combines educational theory with practical application. The best part of my day is spending time with patients. But if I'm able to teach other people, honing their physical diagnosis skills, I can impact many more people than if I was just seeing patients on my own.
Another innovative area where the School of Education has great strength is within the Division of Public Safety Leadership. What's happening in public safety is all over the news. Separation and alienation from communities are widespread. So our mission is to provide quality leadership education to public safety and intelligence professionals so that they go back into their organizations and bring about constructive change. And we have now a growing national and international group of alums.
And the impact of the School of Education's doctoral program is reaching around the world. Brazil is very beautiful, but we have serious educational issues. So half of our students in the 3rd grade do not know how to read. So I founded Escribo, a startup that creates digital content and interactions for kids and teachers to improve their learning and engagement. And the coursework that I'm doing here at Johns Hopkins is helping me to improve the content of our applications and to measure their impact in the learning. And we're going right into 17 schools, helping the 1,100 kids.
And I think it is a privilege to help someone move along the path of self-discovery and their own lifelong learning journey. And the best is yet to come for the School of Education as well as the university.
That's exciting. That's where you want to be at 10 years. 10 years, you want to say, wow, look at all we've done, we've grown, we've built, and now we've got this future to build upon.
The accomplishments of the School of Education its first 10 years are extraordinary. I'm incredibly enthusiastic about what we can accomplish together, and I'm excited to be a part of what's going to be happening in the School of Education in the future.